What else do we have on this sheet here?
Oh man, we got a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Let's look at. Oh yeah, under the radar guys to watch for draft night.
Okay.
So we
Let's
touched
go.
on our buddy Clayton Tune, the quarterback out of University of Houston, and he doesn't get to those outstanding numbers, a 91.3 passing grade, over 4,000 passing yards and 40 passing touchdowns without any weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a buddy in Houston, and
Yeah.
his name was Nathaniel Dell.
Tank though, right?
Yeah, and he had 3,155 career receiving yards and 32 touchdowns. I
That's
mean,
I mean, come on.
but what's crazy about that is that 86% of that production came in his second two seasons. So
Hmm.
he was really doing it all for Houston.
Was he
And
a later breakout guy? Wait here, let me.
yeah, pull up his profile there.
Nothing. Dude, my freaking my keys don't work. Tank though. Dude, like when I say my keys don't work, like I need to go to like a computer shop. Like
Oh my gosh.
like I can't type in anything. But yeah.
Oh,
So
I got you.
I'm kind of useless there.
I
But
got you. Here it is. He is. Come on, it's loading.
all right,
Five
I'm
eight
gonna
one
guess.
sixty. He's 5'8", 165, so he's small.
I'm gonna guess he's an age 21 breakout.
Age 20.9
Oh, dude, I'm really good at this. Come on.
and a 38% college dominator. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay, yeah. I mean, man, there's like, you can knock him for the size. He's really, 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 really small in a class of small guys. He's like even smaller than Josh Downs, I think. Um,
Yeah.
he's probably the only guy smaller than Josh Downs, but mega producer, like probably rivaled by only Jordan Addison in like production. Just like
Mm-hmm.
off the top of my head. Um, I mean, if he can get day two capital, I'm totally in on him. Um, what's great is you have like you can like unpack this in real time, like day one, day two. Like if
Mm-hmm.
he's like at the end of third round, even if it's like a day two pick, that says a lot more than like a fifth round selection.
Yeah.
Like some of those like early like fourth round guys were like they'll get like traded up for because people have like had time to like think about him and be hey like I need this guy, but I mean
Yeah. We want to see him go third round or second.
yeah.
Most likely a third round would be great for him. But ultimately, what I want to see, besides that third round capital, is just landing on a depth chart that I don't believe in,
Yeah.
you know, or on a depth chart that needs help, like Tennessee,
Yeah, that'd be scary. Cause,
where he could just rake in the targets.
hmm oh man, wow. There's no, there's nobody in Tennessee. I mean,
No,
people are really buying into Traylon Burks. It seems. Um,
I love Treylon
I,
Burks' talent, but he's not going to succeed in with the quarterback like Tannehill. He's not a big separator. He's going to need a quarterback that trusts him and can use his leverage.
like
And
Big
he would
Ben.
even, yeah, I guess big. I don't know. Like
That was
I
just so
was,
random.
I think of like a Rodgers quarterback, like
Mm,
a more of a trust and timing quarterback than a you got to be open by 5 yards
right,
kind of quarterback. Um,
man.
so yeah, Tank Dell, we want to watch and see where he lands. Hopefully on a depth chart where he can, get an opportunity quickly. That's what I want to see for him.
Right.
Um, and it's all about the production that he gave. He was just able to do it all, and he succeeded against man and zone coverage. So
Hey, man. Is there any like? just like off the top of your head, like any other, like I know Houston isn't a small school, but they're not Power Five, but like
Hmm.
um I know Tucker Craft is a guy at tight end, but like any of these like under the radar, smaller smaller school, non Power Five, like these two prospects maybe.
Just the I mean, I see the one that you mentioned here, and I like him too, and I've heard the same thing. The Old Dominion kid,
Mhm.
and I love Old Dominion because I grew up right down the street from there.
Mhm.
Um, I saw Justin Verlander pitch live at in college at Old Dominion, and then
Yes.
our boy freaking Heineke is from Old Dominion.
Ooh, yes, sir.
And now Zach Kuntz. I mean, Old Dominion's like turning into a sneaky good football school. There's a lot of good football in the Tidewater, Hampton Roads area. Like my high school was really good at football, and we played some really good teams in Virginia. So I'm sure that they have a decent recruiting funnel there.
Dude.
And if they can keep bringing in athletes like this guy.
I mean, hey, this guy. You want to talk about a super and hey, like, where are we trying to gas up tight end athleticism? This guy is a super duper, like, more of an athlete than anybody here to name. Jelani Woods, oh,
Hmm.
way better than him. Um, and Logan Thomas, better than him. Um, Darren Waller looks better on Player Profiler, but that's because his comment sets are kind of rigged. But that's a whole different story. But this guy has like the highest raw athleticism score of tight end ever out of like 1,000 tight ends. And I traded for the 407 because maybe I'll draft him there. But you have the 405, so you can find me if you want. Um, he he might go undrafted, or there might be like enough players where I just draft someone and then because like he's like the 100th tight end ranked. But if he gets any type of draft capital, like fucking man, sixth, fifth, sixth round even.
Hmm.
I want him on my team because guys like this don't come around. He's like off the top of my head, he's a humongous person too, like 6'7", maybe 6'8". Um,
Hmm.
so I mean, what is there not to like? Well, he's 24. He wasn't hyper productive in college, but this is what we call a dart throw in fantasy football.
100%.
And it's a fun one at that, bro. Give me some Zach Kuntz all day, man.
Literally, all these names that I put on this list have the same thing in common, and that's I want them to land on a team or on a depth chart that I don't trust the guys in front of them. Every single one of them, the same thing. So it doesn't matter if you know anything about these guys. All you need to know is their name and watch what team they land on in draft during the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if they land on a team with a bunch of shitty players at their position, then just draft
Yes.
them, take them in the third or fourth round of your rookie draft. And then you don't have, those are dart throws anyways. Like, are you really like locking down a prospect in the third round of your rookie draft? No, you're just hoping for someone that's usable, someone that's going to get onto the field, like, and these are guys who, in the right situation, can get on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all you need to know.
Hey, and I mean, got we got Tucker Craft here, Payne Durham seems
Payne
like an
Durham.
interesting name. Do you
Hmm.
have anything to say about either of those guys?
All you just remember their names: Tucker Craft from South Dakota State and Payne Durham out of Purdue. They were
Payne
both,
Durham.
yep. They had some production in college. They have um, buzz around the draft. So just see what team they land on. If they land on a team where it looks like they could get onto the field sooner than later, they will be worth a pickup in the
Mm-hmm.
fourth round of your rookie draft.
And man, I think Kuntz gets drafted for the record just because he's ridiculous.
Hmm.
Um, he is a grown ass man like like Team Stetson Bennett. Um, but there's a chance that he's team UDFA. But I don't know why I'm bringing this up now, but Michael Michael Strachan and Ashton Dulin, both in the Colts, are like
Mhm.
previous UDFA darlings.
Mhm.
These UDFAs barely ever make a difference. I don't know why I'm going on the UDFA rant, but I love UDFAs. Um, what's his face? Obviously, everyone knows James Robinson. Um,
Mhm.
who are the two guys? Greg
Philip.
Dortch is relevant now. Philip Lindsay, you're gonna say yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, these guys are really fun, and sometimes they make waves.
Maybe
So,
the greatest undrafted free agent of all time, at least for fantasy, Arian Foster.
oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Or wait, what's his name? Wasn't Austin Eckler undrafted?
Was he undrafted?
I think he
That's
was
you know
undrafted,
what? That's very possible.
huh?
It's very possible.
But
At the
but
end of the day, you know what all of those great undrafted free agents had in common? They played
ooh,
running back.
yeah,
Yeah, the UDFA wide receiver story is few and far between.
yeah, man. I mean, Greg Dortch is one of the only guys in recent memory. No way. Jacoby Myers was undrafted, I believe.
Was he? Oh shit, I think you're right.
Who
Yeah,
else? Who else?
that's a good call there.
Julian Edelman. But I mean, these are Patriots. It's almost cheating.
Was Edelman? I thought he was like drafted late round as like a quarterback.
I think he was like the seventh round, 31st pick, off the top of my head. But like, but either way, they're Patriots, so it's like we saw Jonas Gray go for 400 yards in the game, damn near.